and welcome to this collaboration video, which is about junk journal ideas for 2021. This is Barbara from Vienna, Austria, and I'm super excited and honored to be part of this amazing collaboration of well-established junk journal creators put together by the lovely Joey DeFee. But before I go into more details about this collaboration, I want to explain what I'm doing here so you know what you're actually looking at. So this is my new bullet junk journal for 2021, and I just posted 2 videos about how I altered the cover and started setting up for January. I will link those 2 videos for you below in case you missed them and want to see them. So while I talk, I thought I would let you watch me putting the rest of the January pages together using papers from my shop, which I will also link for you below. And finally, I will make a collage on one of the pages. Coming back to the collaboration, we have come together as a group to do our best to spread some positivity and hopefully also inspire you in your creative journey throughout 2021 to help you grow and just have fun playing with paper. Let me just name these collab partners quickly. Joey DeFee, Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah, Tracie Fox, LoveJunk Journals, Rachel from Roxy Creations, Gail Augustinelli, Andrea from Artie Mays, and Helen Colebrook. Helen is a bit newer in the junk journal game, but her channel is about journaling, planning, and creativity. I will link all of their channels in the description box below for you, so if there is anyone on this list that you are not familiar with yet, I highly recommend you go check out their channels because they all do super creative things and all have their own unique style. So my channel, as most of you might know, is about vintage-inspired visual art. For me, this means mostly making junk journals and working in them, making ephemera and experimenting with many different techniques and supplies. I will be continuing to make journals, definitely collaging, and lots of mixed media in my journals, and I want to go back to drawing and painting faces, which I used to do in a whimsical way a few years ago before I had a channel, but I want to try a different style this year. I also want to include more nature in my journals by collecting and using what I find in nature, for example like leaves or dried flowers, twigs, etc. In addition, I'm very curious to explore different journal binding methods, which I'm super excited about. Also, you might know that I have opened my own online shop last September, but because of the massive delays in postal services, I have only been selling digital downloads so far. So I anticipate that things will improve this year, fingers crossed, and that I will be able to sell some physical products like journals, as many of you have requested, ephemera, and other little goodies and surprises. And finally, I plan on having a design team call very soon, so be on the lookout for that in the near future in case this is something you might be interested in or you know somebody that might be interested in this. So my focus this year will be on learning new things, on experimenting with new techniques, on growing and becoming more confident as an artist and a crafter. If that sounds interesting at all to you, then make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. So going back to what you are actually watching here on the screen, I am putting together my weekly spread. So on the left, I always have the current week to write down my tasks, my to-dos, or actually my tasks and my appointments. And on the right side, you see me here always putting together on top my to-do list and on the bottom my little spot for gratitude where I write down things throughout the week that happened during the week that I am very grateful for. As you can see, I'm leaving all of these pages pretty minimal. There's going to be a lot of writing on them, so that's going to make them quite busy, which is why I didn't want to add too much decoration. So I always tear 7 pages in between my pages and actually for this one I forgot to do that. So that means for the next time, I think I'll always tear like 8 or 9 to make up for that, because I really don't want this planner to become very bulky, and I already see it has a tendency to be a gator mouth. So totally not what I want. For my planner at least, I don't mind so much for junk journals. So all I do is I just glue down my printed papers, and then over that I put the planner on the, I put the weekly planner on the one side and my spaces for notes on the right side. And what I'm doing differently this time as opposed to my last year's planner, or half of the year planner as to when I started this, is that this might seem like a minor detail, but it actually does make a difference. I'm seeing that already. So in my planner last year, the book pages were quite thick, and I glued my background pages on there, putting glue on the whole page, and I think I used glue stick for all of that, which made the pages even more stiff, because you have to imagine I did that on the front and the back. So I had very stiff pages, thick, stiff pages, and that was one thing I did not enjoy so much in my other planner. So my mission for this planner is, because it has much thinner pages anyway, so this should totally be doable, I would think, is that I'm only putting glue on the edges on my papers or my pages, and that way I don't have glue in the middle, and that way it leaves my pages bendable and more soft, and I'm loving that much more. So maybe that's something you want to look out for in case you are interested in making one of these altered book planners or altered book bullet junk journals. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, look for, when you're looking for a book, look for the thickness of the pages and the amount of pages it has in the book. Maybe I should tell you how many pages mine has, because I think I'm probably going to get that question. Mine has 654 pages. Wow, that's a lot. So I'm curious how long this book is going to last me. I have no idea. I did not make any calculations. If I'm lucky, I'm running out right at the half point at the end of June, but I doubt that's going to work so precisely. So I'll deal with whatever happens. I know this is not going to last me the whole year, so I'll just go with the flow, try not to be such a perfectionist, and just see what happens. And I'm really trying to be less of a perfectionist. That's actually one of my goals for this year, to just let loose a little bit, and if things go wrong, they go wrong, and if things don't look perfect, they don't look perfect, and that's fine. I'm trying to tell myself that's fine. Very hard for a perfectionist. If you are one, you know what I'm talking about. So this page I decided to decorate with a beautiful washi tape I have. I've had this for a really long time, so please don't ask me to link it, because I really don't know where it's from. I am very sorry about that. So again, I'm just putting very minimal and neutral decorations, and I'm loving the calmness of all of these decorations and the pages. I just love this sandy neutral color so much. It calms me, it makes me happy. So for all of those of you, for all of you who love colorful, yeah, this is not going to be for you. You're welcome to do that in your planner, obviously, but I constantly am longing for calm and minimal. So now I'm moving on to a double spread where I decided I'm going to track the books that I read this year, which I'm super happy about that I'm doing this. I actually also have an app, Book Buddy, on my phone, where I track like the books I want to read and the books I'm reading and giving them ratings and stuff. So I'm really enjoying reading more, and I was trying to motivate myself to keep going throughout this year by having this double spread. So I have 12 books stamped on the left side, and you'll see that again later. And I plan on coloring those in. Every time I read a book, I will color one in. And then on the right side, which is currently empty, I want to write the names of the books I read, which is why you see here I stamped the title Books Read. I'm just trying to give it a nice frame. So I want to write the title and I want to give it a rating. So 5 stars is the most, and then I'll somehow color in what I need. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and to tracking what I read. I'm just going to cut this out with my scissors now. I'm not even using my paper trimmer to have exact lines. I'm doing this with my scissors. Trying to let go of perfectionism. So I'm just going to glue that on the top there as a heading, and the rest I'm actually going to leave blank to then write the book titles. And I'm going to obviously reference this throughout the year. And I'm also leaving myself a blank page for every month to do anything I want on it, basically just to have a space to play and to be more free. And on this one, I wanted to do a collage featuring a sketch of a bird I'm trying to do on this vintage receipt. And so I'm having a go at trying to sketch a bird. I am not a professional, which I think you will easily be able to tell, but I'm doing my best here. And I don't even know what this bird is. I don't know the species. So I apologize. But it's just a cute little bird sitting on a branch, and I started just sketching the basic shape with a pencil. Always good. I know it's always good to work in circles to get your basic shapes. And then I took my brown pencil. It's a colored pencil. It's actually a water soluble colored pencil, but it doesn't need to be because I'm actually not making it wet. And I'm just trying to sketch some more details and the outline a little bit better. Now, I was not looking for like a full detailed drawing with all the shading and everything. I really just wanted this to look like a rough sketch. And I debated whether I should actually erase all the pencil lines, but in the end I decided to just do that. So that is the final outcome. I think he's cute. And now I'm just tearing around him, because I didn't want him covering the whole page, and I am simply going to collage some other papers around him. But first I'm going to use 2 stamps. So one is this feather that I thought would work really well with this collage, and I'm going to stamp that on one of the scraps I had left from the background pages. And this is a stamp that was a freebie that came like as a free gift in my order from crafty individuals who are in the UK. And so I wanted to place that somewhere, and I also wanted to add another stamp. This is from the Your Creative Studio box. I believe it was the October box, and I wanted to use that leaf. So I'm again stamping it also with my espresso truffle ink on another scrap of another background paper. And I will also be fussy cutting that. Look how beautiful that leaf is, so detailed. And I'm not even inking around any of these. And now I'm going to look for some more papers that I can use in the background to use to put around the bird. This is a beautiful one that I love so much, which was gifted to me from my friend Irit. She actually brought it back from a visit to Tokyo, so super special paper. And a lot of the other papers that I'm adding here are from the Sora Aksan Bento stationery box. I will link their site down for you as well. They have amazing products. And then I wanted to add this quote here, which I thought was very suitable for this page and in general for crafters or for artists as well. You will see it again later if in case you didn't catch what it read. It's too small here now for me to read. And again, these are papers of the Sora Ahsan bento box. I will also link the video of the unboxing of that amazing box for you below in case you haven't seen that. It's been a while, but I still have most of the products because I'm just hoarding them because they are so super special. And that is something I ordered, like it was a once in a lifetime order because it was not cheap and I waited for months for it, but totally worth it. Yeah, this one also is from that box, and unfortunately you can't see how beautiful this paper is. It seems like it's handmade. It's got a beautiful texture. Also, this piece of vellum was in that box, and I think I will be using those items on and off for years to come. Also, this beautiful twine was in that box. That was part of a wrapping, and I'm just kind of like coiling that together and tying a loose knot to put that over the end of the branch like that, and it kind of symbolizes a nest, I think, just because of the way it looks. So this is the final page. So that's all I have for you today. Please go check out those other channels. They're all listed below. I'm sure they're all amazing videos. They're not going to all be out on the same day. We gave ourselves a grace period of 2 weeks from December 21st on. So just have a look out for when those will be up, and hope to see you back here for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Mwah.